So I know it's been a long time since I put up a video and I'm really sorry about that, but I have changed room, so I don't use the same room anymore, and it has been a bit trouble with the lighting because I had to actually tape the curtains to the wall to not get light into my room because I couldn't sleep because it was too light. So, but now I have changed room with better curtains that I can just take up and down as I want to, so it's a bit easier for me to make videos now. But yeah, I'm so sorry about that, and I haven't really made a background for videos yet. I'm just sitting in front of my bed right now, but I'm going to make a better background as soon as I can. But yeah, this video I'm going to talk about hair extensions. I've used hair extensions for a period over 6 years. I don't use hair extensions anymore. I stopped last summer. And I also have some experiences attaching hair extensions to others and just how it worked on them. I'm just going to tell you a bit about the different types and how you can attach them and just hair extension in general. So I started with hair extensions, I don't know how old I was, I think I was 13 years old or something, and I had these clip-on hair extensions, fake hair. And the fake hair, it really easily gets damaged after even just a week. It looks really bad. So I started buying hair extensions from a store here which sells human hair. But because I went to school and stuff like that, I used a lot of time just putting on hair extensions, so I decided to get it taped on at a hairdresser. So I did that, and I had the tape extension for I think about 1 or 2 years at the hair salon, and then I started to putting it on myself, just ordering stuff online and stuff like that. And after that I had on the keratin extension, which you kind of you melt the keratin and you attach it to your hair, and I did that myself. And after that I started wearing clip-ons again. And my experience with clip-ons is that they are really easy to put on just when you want it, but you use some extra time in the morning. So if you use it every single day, it can be a bit time consuming, even though you don't put on a lot of hair. And also it does kind of damage the hair where you put it on. So it isn't really damage free, but I would say it's a really good option for you who don't really want to wear it every single day. And back to tape extensions, it is really expensive to put it on. At a hairdresser I spent about 1,000 Norwegian, which is about like $500, I don't know. So I started to put it on myself, and actually tape extension isn't that hard to put on yourself. You can just get a friend to put it on, and they are, I would say, about as damaging for your hair as the normal clip-ons. The thing is that they are kind of hard attached to your head, so if you kind of, sometimes they start itching, and you can kind of tear off the hairs that are attached to the hair extension. Also, the weight for those hairs that extensions are attached to are, they carry too much weight than they are meant to, especially for people with fine hair like me. The hairs can tear off, so can be a bit damaging. And also you have to take off the extensions and put them on again about every month or so, depending on how fast your hair grows and stuff like that. One tip that I would give to you is, instead of buying really expensive hair, I would say you should buy a bit cheaper or really cheap on, for example, eBay, and exchange it every month, because the hair does really get damaged anyway if if it is really expensive or really cheap, it will get damaged. And I would rather pay like $20 for a pack of hair that I have for a month than paying $1,000, or maybe not that much, but $500 for hair and keep it for 2 months. So it's much better to pay a bit less or much less, and to pay much less and keep it for a shorter period of time, because the hair, it just doesn't look good when it's damaged. And the other type that I tried is keratin hair. And with this hair I made a huge mistake because I put the hair on myself. And the thing is that when you put on these, you melt the keratin, and here, if you put on the extension hair, for example, you can actually get, if you do it yourself, you can't really see, you can get some hair from here attached this, and when it turns, you really cannot get it out unless you take the extension off. So I had a lot of hairs, like when the extension hair had some hairs from here that were attached there, and hairs from other places on my head attached to the extensions that weren't supposed to be there. So when I comb through my hair, those hairs get ripped off and just totally, they were really damaged. And also the problem with these extensions is that when you put on the tape extension, it is really wide, like this, so it holds steady. It doesn't really twirl or twist or anything. But with the keratin extensions, they are maybe this wide or something. They are really narrow, so they kind of twist and turn, and you can get a really your hair can kind of make a knot close to your scalp, and that is what happened to me. Almost all extensions had a knot on close to my head. So when I was going to take off the extensions, there was a lot of just a lot of knots, and my hair was just really a mess, and I couldn't get the hair knots out. I just had to use a brush and brush them out, and I think it was this big ball of hair that got on my head, and I lost a lot of hair. And this just hasn't happened to me. It has happened to my sister and a friend of mine who I attached the extension to, and it has also happened to people who have put it on at hairdressers and people who are professional with this. So I would say, at least if you have a bit of a curly type of hair or a fine hair, a Nordic hair type, do not put on keratin extensions, because they will make a mess out of your hair, and you will have to cut off a lot of hair if it kind of make knots. And that was just the types that I have tried. And my sister also tried the mini loop rings or something like that. That is kind of small rings to kind of put all around your hair and you tighten it. And they are as narrow as the keratin extensions, so you can kind of get the same twisting effect with those. And also on my sister, they just fell out really easily. They did not stick to her hair real good. If you have a thicker hair type, maybe they will hold on to your hair, I don't know, but on her they just fell right off. So in general, I would say that extensions do damage your hair. I would not advise anyone to use it every single day, and if you choose to wear it every single day, I would say wear clip-ons or the tape one. Do not wear the keratin ones, because they are, and they also take a lot of time to putting on, because they are maybe 150 different hair strands, so it takes 2 hours to put them on. So I wouldn't recommend that. In general, if you just want to use hair once in a while, you can just buy a clip-on. But if you have in general just okay hair, you don't have a really huge problem with it, or your hair isn't damaged, you have just cut it off and you regret that you cut your hair off and you want to get your long hair again, just try to save it, because if you put on extensions and you start with that, your hair will take a lot of time to get long again. But I have actually like tremendous experience with hair extensions because I really used to hate my hair. Another thing is that if you have a curly hair type, get a extension that has the same texture as yours, because a fault or a mistake that I did was I had straight hair extensions, so I had to straighten my hair every single day for like 5 years, and that also makes tremendous damage on your hair. And also when you have hair extensions, try treating them as your own hair, but washing them as rarely as possible, because they don't really get greasy as fast as your hair, because you don't get the fat from your scalp down the lengths of your extensions. So try washing them really rarely and use like oils in it, and you can use conditioners and stuff like that, but try not stripping it for any more oil that you really need to, and try not brushing it a lot. Just be even more careful with that hair than you are with your normal hair, because they don't get the natural oils from your scalp. So if it is anything you want to know about extensions, you can really just ask me. I have tried most of it. I just don't want to make this video super long. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.